So back to the healthcare situation with Dr. Arslan calling out on the day of my appointment when I really needed to speak with a doctor. So I'm at South Point playing some poker. But by the way, I really enjoy South Point. They had some of the most affordable, really good restaurants. Everybody that works there, for Michael Guan, who owns and operates the casino, loves working there. I never met anyone that works there that doesn't love working there. Maybe some attitudes every now and then, but that's part of working. So anyway, so I'm playing, and my phone rings, and I take the call, and it's Juan from Southwest Medical. And I said, well, hang on, let me move to where we can speak, because I definitely want to hear what suggestions you might have, or to who, what, when, and where's of a doctor not showing up to work, kind of a thing. And he started going on, and my blood pressure, well, my attitude per se, let's just say I was boiling, and I was perking. And for the first time in over 12 years, listening to Juan, and Juan was doing great. He didn't lose his cool once. I lost my cool. I popped my cork. I thought I was like Popeye with the steam coming out of my head, kind of a deal. I hadn't lost my temper, I'll say minimum 12 years. Just, I try to be laid back to the best of my ability, but this was, the reasoning that Juan was providing me was just, it was what that's what his job is. And he suggested that I change doctors, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm game, but I sort of like to dance with who brung me. He says, well, you can keep the appointment with Dr. Arson on the 17th, and we'll see what happens there. I said, well, but in the meantime, can I introduce you to another doctor? I said, absolutely, but I was not responding in kind. I was responding in anger, pissed off anger, because again, I lost my temper, and I hadn't done that in at least 12 years. So anyway, we left that call the way it was. I had moved to an empty table to talk to Juan, and some of the dealers and floor people in the poker room at South Point sort of overheard what I was not saying, but being demonstrative about. And they looked at me like, "Well, that can't be done." It's like, but it is, And so we just sort of left it at that, and we promised to talk the next day, which is yesterday. So I will come back and I'll share yesterday with you.